JARA Bliss. Welcome to the second episode of this series. This one will be centered around a bountiful, blessed fruit forest. My vision for it, how to achieve it, what we're growing, and a peruse through JARA Garden. So, the vision. We are on 2 acres here. You can see there's plenty bush already. This is tropical Ghana. And I am going for a blessed fruit forest. That means a lot of fruit trees, a lot of deciduous trees, a lot of native trees, medicine, herbal, just to name a few: moringa, nuni, papaya, baobab, wawa, watermelon, mangoes, of course. My last name is Mingo, so I love mangoes. Coconuts, gotta have coconuts. Many, many trees. I want at least one type of every tree that can grow on this land, and many things can grow. As life goes on, I will buy more acreage, so expand to 3 acres, 4 acres, 5, 10, etc. And continuing to plant and help protect this forest. One of the reasons for doing this is a ways away, probably 20 miles, there's a very large palm tree plantation. And there's a lot of farming starting to happen in this area as Ghana is developing. It's a country that's developing very fast. And I don't want this beautiful forest to be clear cut and just one tree planted. That would be disastrous for Ghana's nature and future. So this is my small way of helping to protect Ghana's nature. And anything big or ambitious, it always starts small, and then it gets to somewhere great. I won't be alone in this. There are other communities around me. Escape Tree Point is a great one. The chief of Boutre is very involved in this. So it's not just me that will be helping towards this mission. The Ghanaian people, many people here will make sure this land is prosperous for the future, blessed and bountiful. All right. A tactic I've been doing, when I go to someplace new, I talk to a lot of the local people here. They're very helpful. And what I've done is I tell people what I need. And right now it is the rainy season. As you can see, cloudy. It might start raining during the video. I would welcome that. It's great for the plants. During the rainy season, there isn't much tourism. This area relies heavily on tourism for the people's wealth. So a lot of people here are looking for work. So I've been telling them, hey, I need avocado, I need watermelon, I'll give you 10 cedis per tree. It's a fair price, and people are very helpful. So rather than having to travel far to the nearest city, to go to an agric office, what they call here, which is kind of like a garden center, buying seeds and all that, talk to the natives, the local people here, they will help you get trees. Speaking of which, this is a coconut from one of my good friends. And this I planted on my last trip. It's growing well. So that's enough of a preamble. Let's go through a walk of the garden. All right, let's take a frolic through the forest. Here's a small alcove I've cut. First few things growing. So here we have a coconut, the taller variety. We have citronella. Coconut and citronella are doing well. These were planted, coconut was, I would say, 2 weeks ago. Citronella, 1 week. And here is just planted. This is noni. It's going to rain today. That should help. And something I've been doing, if you build up the soil around the dead leaves, trees, almost like you're building a fire, things always survive, especially here. So we'll check up on that, see how it's doing. Coconut's going strong. Also love to put rocks and shrines from the sea. There's the ocean nearby. Every time it rains, it'll rinse minerals from the rocks into the soil and help what's nearby grow very well. This is where the home will be, the afi, as they say in tree. This is pretty much clear. An excavator is going to come and dig out the pit for that palm tree over there to where I'm standing. Excavator I will cover in another video. So, here we have another growing. This, I believe, is avocado. So learning as I go. Here we have contumely, which is a leafy green you can eat. It's similar to spinach, or if you're from Jamaica, callaloo. I love this. We planted this about a week ago. I'll come back today, build up more of the soil. And we have had a dry spell for a few days. So the things planted have been having a bit of a hard time. But the rain is coming today. That's going to help these plants greatly. There's some lemongrass. There's sugarcane. Here is an experimental garden bed. It's something I've done. Just chopped up a patch with a hoe and a machete. And I had a friend named Joe. He went to the agricultural office in Takoradi, and we bought some seed packets. They were about 10 CDs each, and they give you about 50, 20 seeds depending on what it is. So you've got carrot seeds, garden eggs, chili pepper, watermelon. So I mixed them all up, a portion of them, and I sprinkled them in areas around the garden to see where the best soil is. So this is one of the beds. I covered them afterwards. You can see many things are sprouting. The biggest so far. Herbs coming in. As they get bigger, we'll move them to their own spots that they can really grow and thrive. This patch is doing well. There's another sugarcane here. The sugarcane is growing very well. I'm impressed with that. And I love a good sugarcane, especially sprinkling some lime on it. It is delicious. Here's some more contumely. All the contumely we got was planted at once. This is papaya, and this one looks to be struggling. See how it goes, how it fares. Might come give some extra water to it. You see the soil hasn't been built up on this one as much. And there's no rocks, so give it some love and attention. But it has not fallen down, so the roots are growing there. You'll see how it fares. All right, so here is a banana tree. This was planted 2 days ago, very recently, and I can tell this banana loves this spot. I've noticed there's a lot of palm trees on the property. The soil underneath palm trees is exceptional. It's so good. So I've recently been planting things around palm trees and they do fantastic. The soil is so rich there. Here we have some pineapple, another rock, another papaya. Looks similar to its friends. This is some lemongrass. Another banana tree. We discovered when we were cutting the bush for this banana tree, this is cassava. It doesn't normally grow this high. You can see it's running there. It goes in the ground. Cassava is like a potato, a yam. You don't harvest it until it's about as tall as I am. This is way taller. When we need some food, maybe a week or two, we'll come harvest this. I'll film that. It's going to be a wicked cassava patch. This cassava is massive. Over here, another papaya. These are taken up. The soil is good here. So these just need a lot of watering, you can tell. We'll see how they fare. One of the plans is to just plant all over. My goal is for everything to survive. That may not be the case, but if you plant 30 things in abundant areas, you will get a good amount that survive. And the ones that do will be very well suited for that area to grow strong and prosper. The things that don't, just try something else there. Maybe the soil bears a different plants in that area of the forest. Here's some bamboo. I'll be placing this. You can see there's a road there. I want to fill this gap, create a natural forest wall. And bamboo, very good structurally, and you can eat the shoots. So if it ever starts growing out of your wall, you can chop the shoot off and cook it. Do that a lot in Thailand, Philippines, many places that inspire this vision for me. Here we're reaching one of the first edges. This is the marker. I have pillars on the way. This is where one pillar will go. We have a pineapple here, marking it. I love being out in nature. Anytime I'm in a bad mood, for whatever reason, maybe a gorilla attacked me in the morning, or I slipped on some spilled milk, I can just come to nature and I feel better afterwards. Here's another shrine I'm working on. Over a period of days, I'll just be adding rocks slowly and you'll build up a nice kind of Buddhist, Taoist, Japanese shrine. That's an honor to them. Great for blessing a forest. Here they call these flower. These are just very nice plants, almost like succulents that grow into bushes. Planted these on the last trip. They're doing well. Continue on and on. I just want you to know I never ever leave you alone. Never ever leave you alone. Here is a baby mango. This one is doing all right. And nice enough here, so it's well shaded. There are about 14 mangoes so far that we've planted. I want to have bountiful mangoes. Here is a papaya that's doing well. This is one of the best ones I've seen. Here's some cobwebs. This one had some more attention. You see the soil's been built up. It's been watered a few more times. It is surviving. Here we have some citronella. Ooh, this is a fresh shoot here. So this is growing very well. I've noticed if you plant here in a spot that's shaded on 3 sides, the baby saplings survive. The sun does not drown them out. Here's a sugar cane. This is planted a few days ago. This is flourishing as well. This is a great spot. Look at all the soil, the compost here. JARA bless to the palm trees. Pineapple here. This one's growing very well, I can see. This is an avocado. Growing well as this is here. Let's get some trash out. Take this away. The turmeric there. Mango. This one's growing, got a bit of a shrine ongoing. Another mango here. It's going well. Be brothers or sisters. Twin Mingo mangoes. Go over here. This is an older papaya. Got some leaves. A little dry. Looks like I can see a small ant colony being constructed. Give some attention to that and see how it does. My storage space is we're cutting it close. So there's about another acre and a half that way. Save that for another video. Here we have some citronella. And this is a flowering plant, not edible, but it looks very nice. Trying that here. I had this. This helps block some of the shade. Very interested to see how this looks after it rains, since we have been in a 3-day drought. And to some of you, a 3-day drought, if you're living in Arizona or Saudi Arabia or something, that's nothing. 3 days, that's nothing. But the sun's very hot here, so baby plants, if there's no water, as they say here, insu, the plants have a hard time with the sun. Okay. Coconut, this one's doing well. See this fresh green here? Bountiful leaves. Bountiful leaves. I don't know if you're spiritual, but I do believe you can speak and talk to plants. That one had something specific to say. A fun thing I want to do, this will take some time, but I'll name every tree on the land. I believe every tree is a spirit consciousness of its own. Here's some consumer. Oh, it's a baby frog. I don't know if the video can see that. Oh, there it goes. Baby frog. Hanging out by the consumer tree. Oh, and it's been blessed by the baby frog. There's a fresh leaf coming out. Excellent, excellent. Here is a coconut, different variety, a bit shorter. This one my wife planted. Put a rock there for a shrine. She wanted these shorter coconuts closer to the house. Very wise, very wise. And turmeric. I see another shoot coming out. That one's doing well. And turmeric here. Turmeric here. We got a fresh leaf coming in here. See how this goes? I want more cover on this. I can see it's more exposed to the sun. There's not much around it. Here is a very special tree. This is on the hill. This The name escapes me. It's a local tree. When it grows, when the wind blows, it is the best smelling thing on damn near planet Earth. And it smells up the whole garden, just one. So I planted this up high on the hill. A bit harder for it, the soil's good, but I want this to grow tall and beautiful. That way, when you're near the home, on the porch, when you're walking to harvest, the wind will catch it on the hill and just smell up the whole garden. So, very excited for that. And this is a mango. That's doing very well. Wow. A bit exposed, you wouldn't think it'd do as well as the others, but it is. Avocado, this one's doing exceptional. This is a great spot for it. Wife helped pick me out. Well, that's true. And helped pick out this spot. And rock from the sea, very heavy, carried up. All right. I'm going to do a spin cut and cut this video, save some space, and transition. And we're back with more storage space, albeit for a bit short. I'm going to close out this video. The land extends another acre that way, and there's more of the second acreage here. You can see plantains, more bananas, coconuts, many things planted, wood. I'll cover more aspects of this in the next video. All right, let's close this out with the song, of course. Let's see, I got this makeshift gimbal here. Can I get this to stand upright? All right, okay. Aiming at the banana. Sipo man, husna, telo. Madase, thank you for watching. Sankofa, Aram, Namaste.